And finally, we got the main event. We got Robert the Reaper Whittaker taking on Ikram Aliskerov. And both these guys have to be commended for maintaining this fight here. Whittaker easily could have said he was out after the Chimaev opportunity got taken from him. Aliskerov could have said no to going from Antonio Tricoli to this fight, which is a way different matchup and much harder matchup. So, man, I mean, ultimately, both these guys get props for coming in here. I think that Robert has a little bit less of a transition, Ikram, I think, is a little bit more dynamic, maybe on the feet than Chimaev. But both of them, bring that heavy wrestling style. And Whittaker is going to have his takedown defense, his get-ups, and everything like that as well prepared as he can. So I think it's going to be hard for Ikram to get that wrestling going and just blanket Whittaker like that. Whereas Ikram, obviously he was getting ready for a 3-round fight. It was going to be in Vegas, and now he had to completely change, go all the way to Saudi Arabia, and fight 5 rounds. And you look at the opponents that he's been getting ready for. He's been in camp for a long time, continuously, because he had a fight with Anthony Hernandez that didn't end up going down. I believe that was in February. And then tried to get a fight booked with Andre Muniz. That fight didn't end up happening. Then they gave him Tricoli. And now he's finally getting this fight. So he's had 3 different opponents. Now he's finally settling on a 4th for his first fight of 2024. And you look at all those names that they've been giving him, it's all straight wrestlers, grapplers, whereas this is a completely different stylistic matchup for Ikram that he's getting ready for. So that is obviously a monkey wrench in things for Ikram Aliskerov, but when you're looking at these guys from a stylistic perspective, it should be fireworks in the cage. Early on, you see Ikram, he has really good timing with his 1-2s. He could find the chin really well, and he has big power. He's clean, he's accurate, and I feel like he's going to have a chance to walk down Robert and land one of those big shots. But I feel like if you put him on the back foot, his striking is significantly worse. And when he's walking you down, it's not like he's really bringing a ton of fakes and feints or being too coy with his entries. And I feel like someone with the footwork of Whittaker can dance around him, touch him up, pepper him, and also walk him down, be in and out, and be effective that way. So I feel like Whittaker, with his combinations as well, the way that Aliskerov defends, I think if Whittaker attacks the body to open up the head, it's going to be effective. And if he comes forward with combinations, it's going to be effective as well. So Whittaker just needs to be aggressive. He needs to be defensively on point and locked in, because his chin is a kind of a liability at this point. Even though he has been knocked out in a while, I do feel like he has durability question marks about him. And Aliskerov, he is very powerful. He lands clean. He's nasty. He has that flying knee that he goes to, and he's a good finisher once he sees you're hurt. So Whittaker just has to be smart in the first round, the second round, and I think after that he could take over. Aliskerov obviously is going to try to mix in the wrestling, but I don't see that being an effective path to victory here. Like I said at the start, Whittaker already is known for having elite get-ups, elite takedown defense, but now he's had full training camp, training to wrestle with arguably the best wrestler in the UFC at middleweight, and that's going to have really tuned him up in that department along with the cardio, and I feel like he's going to be ready to go there, where he's going to shut down a lot of what Ikram wants to do if Ikram comes with that route. And Ikram already has some cardio issues as it is. We've seen him get tired against much lower level opponents like Chad Hanokin, like Nishan Burrell. So I feel like if this fight starts to get extended, we're going to see Ikram really show a lot of fatigue, especially with the circumstances of the fight, the travel, the 3 rounds to 5 rounds. And I feel like Whittaker could get his first finish since 2017 in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round potentially. Aliskerov, if he wins, I think it's going to be a first or second round knockout, or maybe he does take him down when they're really dry and just Kimuras him or something. But I would be very surprised by that. I think Whittaker is going to be prepared, and it's a fight where Ikram definitely can come in here and get the surprise upset. I feel like Whittaker is definitely on the downside of his career a little bit, but he's still very formidable. It's not like he's too old, and I think he's going to get the victory here. So, Whittaker for me is the prediction. I actually think he's going to get the finish down the stretch, third, fourth, or fifth round, like I said. And I just feel like he's going to be too dynamic on the feet. He's going to shut down the wrestling. And as Ikram gets tired, he's going to get sloppier. His chance of catching a knockout is going to be a lot less, and Whittaker is going to start to take over and then end up finding the finish. So Whittaker for me is the prediction here. I think that the line could be a little bit wider, but I understand it just because of where Whittaker is at in his career. But Robert Whittaker is going to be the prediction for me. So there you have it, guys. It's a full card breakdown and predictions video for UFC Saudi Arabia, Robert Whittaker versus Ikram Aliskerov. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. If you want access to my bets for this fight card, if you want access to bets and breakdown and predictions for LFA this week, the PFL this week, Bellator, potentially BKFC, then go to patreon.com/prediction guru. I'm one of the top 10 bettors on Bet MMA tips that are non-reckless bettors, and I feel like I give some of the best betting tips on the internet. You'll definitely make some money if you come over and sign up for my service, and you'll get access to some more great information. But outside of that, man, hit the like button on this video. Let's try to get 100 likes. I would really appreciate all the interaction I can get. Comments, likes, anything like that would be awesome. Come check out the live stream with me and Fitz on Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm sorry about that. Come check it out. Live stream. We're going to be doing more talking about a betting perspective, give you guys some free bets. So definitely come ask your questions over there and get access to some free bets. But as far as the parlay of the week and the most confident pick goes for this week, for my most confident pick, I'll go with Magomed Gaziasulov. And the parlay of the week, I'll go with Gaziasulov and Hinat Fakhretdinov. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon doing another breakdown prediction video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and I'm out.